Welcome to today's Health Hour with myself, Mutinta Benkele, and Jumo here in studio. We are often bombarded with the amount of vitamins and minerals necessary for our bodies to be balanced and healthy.
Yes.
And today in studio, we've got vitamin A with ribose. So let's talk about the importance of vitamin A as a vitamin.
I think the most important thing to remind our viewers when it comes to vitamin A is actually eyesight. I think you've heard of the importance of carrots. That's why I brought some of the foods that I could find in my house that represent vitamin A. And if you look at it, most people know about carrots.
Right.
So if you look at all those foods that have got the colors, if you look at the papaya has got that yellow, the red pepper, if you think of garlic, your broccoli, your sweet potato, like we've displayed here in the studio, these are some of the foods that have got your vitamin A in terms of coming from the fruit and vegetable. But we also have got the meats as well that you do have, like fish.
Okay.
Oily fish are very good at providing dairy. If you look at organ meats, very high in vitamin A, and those are the natural sources of where people should be getting them. But unfortunately, we're not eating enough and we're not getting good sources of that. Then supplementation becomes key.
All right, so this is to help you. So if you find yourself without enough time in your day to think about these things, get yourself the Vita-Aid Vitamin A with ribose here at TV Mall for just 140 Rand. That's for your eyesight. That's quite a big investment considering how much glasses, how much fixing the problem could end up costing you. So here we have a supplementation solution for you for only 140 Rand. Call us on 0861 000 173 or log on to tvmall.co.za and place your order today. So let's talk about the relevance of ribose with this vitamin A.
Well, I think when you look at the ribose is very key because you need ATP in order to enhance absorption of vitamins and nutrients. So ribose studies have shown that it enhances absorption of vitamins by up to 65%. So it has been added on there because the ribose is the foundation of building the ATP, and the ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate, is that energy molecule that is needed to make sure that you can improve nutrient absorption. In fact, without enough ATP, you can't absorb enough nutrients in the body. So it becomes key to improve absorption of the vitamin A. So Vita-Aid is always looking at ways of making sure that they bring together supplements that come in as in a food matrix form, which makes it easy for the body to absorb and utilize.
All right, so on the bottle there, I saw skin health and immune support.
Yes.
How does this all come into play when we're talking about vitamin A?
I think vitamin A, when we're starting with the eyesight, because as a child, I think you need to get enough vitamin A so that you can develop, the retina, the part of the eye that is the inside that is sensitive to the light that comes in, and make sure that you can actually send signals to the brain to see well. So for eye development for a child, very good for the mother to have enough vitamin A in their system so that they can pass it over to the child. So for eyesight, that's why night blindness for most cases is a deficiency of vitamin A. Instead, whilst we are still on kids, before we go into the immune system, in fact, the World Health Organization have actually released, information that 250,000 to 500,000 children worldwide go blind because of lack of vitamin A. So you can see the importance of mothers supplementing. If they can't take enough in terms of fruit supplements and the organ meats and the dairy, a supplement is actually key to make sure that they can top up that vitamin A so that they can pass it on to their child. But when it comes to the immune system now, very key. Immune system, for me, I always remind our viewers that that's the foundation of your health. So vitamin E, very key. When you are sick, the body, naturally, it actually uses zinc to go and unlock vitamin A, which is normally stored in the liver.
Okay.
And then when you talk about vitamins, you've got fat soluble and what we call water soluble. Vitamin A is one of those oil soluble vitamins, so they get to be stored in the liver and in the tissues. So when you are down with a cold, when you're down with a flu, you need to go and unlock that vitamin A, but you need to have had enough stores that you would have actually kind of like stored in your liver so that you can be able to release it quickly and get you back to health. So that's very key when it comes to boosting the immune system.
All right, so clearly vitamins and minerals are very important because of the synergy that they create in our bodies,
that's right.
because of where they are placed in our bodies and the functions that they perform. So understand entirely why you need to get yourself the vitamin A with ribose. Considering all the things it's able to do for you, 140 Rand is not a tall ask at all. And you get 30 pills. So how would I take these 30
You
pills?
just take one tablet a day because it's a oil soluble. You don't get to take too much because the body can store it. So as you take it on a regular basis, this will last you a month.
Right.
So the body builds up stores and it actually keeps extra what it needs in the liver. And then when you are down with a cold or an illness, then it's unlocked from the liver, and then it can help you boost your immune system. But also still on the immune system, what's important is the fact that vitamin A, just like vitamin C, is also a very powerful or potent antioxidant.
Okay.
In other words, it's very good at what we call being a free radical scavenger. In other words, it mops all the excess toxins or poisons from the body before they damage our cells. So when you look at vitamin A, it plays a key role in the integrity of our membranes, especially for the skin, for the hair, for the bones, plays a key role. So when you look at that, to get the right structure of the mucous membranes, your mouth, the lining, and in the gut in terms of your lining, in terms of absorption, all that integrity or that texture, to get it right, you need vitamin A playing a very good role. So as an antioxidant, it makes sure that it mops all the poisons before they damage the cells, and that keeps your cells, your skin being healthy. And that's very key when it's actually being used, when it plays a role as an antioxidant.
All right, so I had no idea that vitamin A was this important. This is so informative. I had no idea that this is how much it can help you, especially in cellular health.
Yes.
So we're looking at it more than just what you're able to feel, but
Definitely.
making sure at a cellular level you're looked after. And we speak about Vita-Aid being a reputable brand because of their choice of ingredients. Is this another product that does that?
Definitely. That's why we always have the stamp of approval, for a real dose to give you real results. So if you look at it, one tablet is giving you about 10,000 micrograms of the vitamin A, and that's enough, just to take one a day to give you all the supplementation. But also always with the help of the ATP that get formed because they've added D-Ribose to the formulation, you then can enjoy maximum benefit from the product. So this becomes key for people who have got digestive problems. In fact, these days, 8 out of 10 people are battling with either flatulence, indigestion, constipation, some condition or other that is based with the gut. And that then affects how well you are absorbing nutrients. So having a product that's well put together with the enhancement in terms of absorption helps and makes it easy for you to absorb and get maximum benefit from the product. And that also goes for the elderly, because as you get older, it becomes difficult to absorb nutrients. And that's where Vita-Aid comes in handy, because with the enhanced absorption that ribose make possible, it becomes very pleasurable to be taking a supplement that you know you are going to benefit from.
All right, so we spoke about something very briefly, kind of skimmed past it.
Yes.
We're talking about mothers
Yes.
taking this supplement
Yes.
to give their children better eyesight.
That's right.
Is this something that young mothers should be asking their doctors about?
Definitely, definitely. And in fact, the doctors these days, they will always remind their mothers to make sure that they take care of all these extra ingredients and supplements, because food alone, because for lack of organic food, organic food is not readily available. Our soils are not giving us all the minerals and the vitamins that we should actually be getting. So it becomes a challenge when it comes to just food alone. So supplementation is key for all of us, because you need to top up, because food alone is not giving us enough. And besides, people are always on the rush these days, and they do not have enough time to get the number of servings that are recommended by the World Health Organization. If you look at it, if you look at 10 servings of fruit and vegetable, say 5 fruit, 5 vegetables per day, I mean, I challenge you at home. How many of you are able to do that or are doing that on a daily basis? I know there are some, but there definitely will be a few. And I'll be looking at less than 5%, doing that, because a serving is actually the size of your fist.
Okay.
So imagine 5 servings fruit, 5 serving vegetables a day. Who's doing that? I know most of us are not doing it. So supplementation with quality vitamins that can then top up and make sure that you've got enough vitamins for good health becomes key, and that's where Vita-Aid comes in. And vitamin A is coming in handy to boost your immune system, make sure that your skin is good. I mean, very looking if you want a glowing skin,
Right.
especially for ladies, I know they are about glowing skin. Vitamin A is one of those supplements that definitely does that.
All right, so we found a million ways to hide all of these problems that we have when we have bad skin, when we have bad hair.
Yes.
We found so many solutions, but no one's actually treating the problem at its core.
Yes.
And this is how you do it with vitamin A with ribose, which makes sure that you're able to absorb the vitamin A a lot better from Vita-Aid here at TV Mall for just 140 Rand. Call us on 0861 000 173 or log on to tvmall.co.za to get your hands on the supplement that's going to change the way your body produces cells in a healthier manner as well,
Definitely.
protecting them against cell damage. So I always mention how we are able to really cover up a lot of our problems.
Yes.
This is able to come in and give you all the nutrients you need internally.
Definitely.
How long until we see results?
Well, with every supplement that you take, you always give it 3 months. But from the first 4 to 6 weeks of using a supplement, you can start touching the difference, because anything that affects the hair, the skin and nails, you will start seeing your skin being well hydrated, which is very key. And when you look at it, inflammation plays a key role when it comes to damaging the cells, because we're talking about cellular health here. And vitamin A being an antioxidant that works well in the skin, it makes sure that it prevents or controls inflammation, because if there's chronic inflammation, the skin won't heal, it won't actually be put together nicely. So by controlling inflammation, that's a very powerful antioxidant that will help and make sure that healing becomes very easily achieved by the body, and the body can then, the body self heals, but you need to give it the right supplements to make sure that it can do that.
All right, so we're talking about a multifunctional vitamin
Yes.
here, something that we often overlook because we don't have the information available. And that's why we thank you for being here, Jumo, with his beautiful bowl of all the things we should be eating, 5 servings of daily. Get yourself the vitamin A with ribose from Vita-Aid for only 140 Rand. Call us on 0861 000 173 or log on to TV Mall for 30 tablets. You take 1 a day. It's not a tall ask, considering how little time we have to think about these things and debate over it in our day-to-day life. And this is the best way to get everything on track. And as Jumo so rightfully mentioned, give your body everything it needs to self-heal. So this is the vitamin A with ribose, which means enhanced absorption for 140 Rand here at TV Mall. Make sure you call us or log on. Our call center is ready to answer any questions that you may have. This is a month's supply of it, so make sure you get it. From myself, Mutunta, and Jumo here in studio. Till we meet throughout the hour. Bye.